Season 2. Thank y'all so much for the support. Thank y'all so much for showing love. Some of y'all still chipping in, seeing what's going on, and please, you're welcome. The door is welcome. So we're going to go ahead and just get things back going where they supposed to be going. Y'all already know.
2024, y'all see what it is. Who we got today?
Devonte Olujimi, a.k.a. Devonte Linda, a.k.a. Smooth Black, a.k.a. the original. I can go all day with that, though.
Hey, that's what we talking about, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, special one today, and y'all stay tuned.
That's my sleep. Yeah, that's my sleep. That's just how it go, you know. That's my sleep. You know how we do. When we do what we do. That's my sleep. ECF. I get fresh as a man. Know we playing to win. I done don't say the same. Ain't no playing the fence. I'm as sleek as it gets. I'm as smooth as some skin. I'm as cool as the wind. Start a whole nother trend. We never gon' let up. Hit the stove, bought a sweater. Cop the coat with the rapper. I get sleep with no effort. I get smooth with no effort. If it's old and it's special. Lil' shawty find me handsome. I could ties her, she extra. What's the word over school? I've been fly since a 2-year-old. We talk currency usually. Get the bag, it ain't new to us. Pioneer, it ain't new to us. All this stature, you ludicrous. All that capping you doing. You should earn you a movie script. Scoop a dime, it ain't new to us. Scoop a baddie who beautiful. I get happy when loot involved. I'm an athlete when loot involved. I kept it independent. We don't stop till it's finished. In the booth, I get busy. Run a check till you win. I get fresh as a man. Know we playing to win. I done don't say the same. Ain't no playing the fence. I'm as sleek as it gets. I'm as smooth as some skin. I'm as cool as the wind. Start a whole nother trend. I get fresh as a man. Know we playing to win. I done don't say the same. Ain't no playing the fence. I'm as sleek as it gets. I'm as smooth as some skin. I'm as cool as the wind. Start a whole nother trend. We never gon' let up. We play for keeps over here. I set the tone off the rip. I bought the Levi's to wear. I wear what I want, style is real. I swap out on all my apparel. Them bands I stand high as a stairwell. Them bands multiply, get careful. I went to exclusive, bought the boots, they felt like blankets. I went to exclusive, rock the Scully when it's raining, that's a bit. Hustle, we don't have the time. Wear camo like I'm tryna hide. Bro Harrison always on fire. The shakes that I sport Polaroid. You spot her with me, then she fine. You spot her with me, then she mine. Devonte, you keep it 1,000. It's hard for the best to keep up. The plan was to get it, don't quit. I treat the track like a grave. I treat the track like a cave. Don't forget, I get fresh as a man. Know we playing to win. I done don't say the same. Ain't no playing the fence. I'm as sleek as it gets. I'm as smooth as some skin. I'm as cool as the wind. Start a whole nother trend. I get fresh as a man. Know we playing to win. I done don't say the same. Ain't no playing the fence. I'm as sleek as it gets. I'm as smooth as some skin. I'm as cool as the wind. Start a whole nother trend. I get in my. I thought it was beautiful. Now, the road. This is what I be jamming right here. That was not the time for me to be complacent. Opportunities ahead, you know I gotta take. Yeah, even if I tried, I was never basic. My confidence was high when I was wearing K-Swiss. Yeah, I get ecstatic when it comes to commas. I treat your track just like a bowl of gumbo. I cuff a check like I ain't tryna fumble. Thank the creator cause our days are numbered. Seen cloudy days, seem like the rain was pouring. No matter how it is, you gotta hold on. If you got plans and dreams, you gotta go for it. Don't be distracted, neither must get focused. Been around some tragedies, it's like a war zone. But I gain clarity when I record songs. Through the adversity is where you grow from. Through the adversity, you gotta go on. Keep it. Ain't no stopping me, I tell you. And I done had some hard days. And I done had some heartache. But now is not the time for me to be complacent. Opportunities ahead, you know I gotta take it. Yeah, even if I tried, I was never basic. My confidence was high when I was wearing K-Swiss.
Yo, check 1 2 2 1 check. You already know who it is. Always Cooks 24 podcast. Back with another one. 8407. You already know on the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Season 2. Introducing Mr.
Devonte Olujimi. I go by several aliases. Devonte Lennon, Devonte Olujimi, Devonte, aka Smooth Black, whatever you want to call me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? This is a smooth way to start off season 2, y'all know what I'm saying? So, man, I just want to say thank you.
I appreciate
for
y'all.
coming through, man.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying? Like,
making history.
yeah, man. Hey, I hope so.
Absolutely.
I hope so. It's definitely
Absolutely.
what we pushing for, man. You know what I'm saying? So, first of all, man, just how you doing, man? How's life treating you so far?
Life is treating me well, man. You know, learning, you know what I'm saying? Growing, evolving, you know, as an artist, as a, you know, entrepreneur, you know. Most definitely, it's treating me pretty good.
What now, just to let people know off top, if y'all been watching, y'all already know, you seen the music, listen to it. Very dope music, man. I must say, I enjoy hearing it. Like we were saying earlier behind the scenes, it's like a breath of fresh air.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So, what's your era? Like you 80s baby, 90s, early 90s, or 2000? Like what's your era?
I'm a 90s baby.
Okay, because see, Black don't crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So that's why I had to ask. Black don't crack. You know what I'm saying? So I had to ask. You know what I'm saying? I could feel the era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just from how we was talking. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
So, when did the inspiration for you to start into music, like as far as taking it seriously, like when did that start for you?
As a youth, I was inspired by various artists, you know, at the time. You know, we had, you know, around the 90s, you had Pop, Big, you had, you know, Outkast, you had all these various artists. So, you know, hearing them and, you know, my mother playing it, you know, family members playing their music, it inspired me to want to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, like, some of those that you named off, like, did you have a go-to CD? Because at that time, you know, CDs was the thing.
Yeah,
right? You know what I'm saying? So,
definitely.
like, what was your go-to CD as far as at that time period?
At that time period, so around that time, I think I'm moving up in terms of time.
Mm-hmm.
My first CD I probably purchased was I want to say the 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying.
Mm-hmm.
Around that time. That's what, 2000, around that time.
I think that's right.
So before then, you know, I would see it, you know, we had the tape, we record, you know, it'd be on the radio, you record it,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
How we do. You know,
Yeah,
so how we do.
So yeah, that, or I, you know, on up earlier, you would have you had a CD guy, he'll burn you a, you know, a classic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The bootlegs, you know what I'm saying?
Bootlegs.
You got to have those, you know, somewhere around the house.
I forgot about them days right there, man.
The movies, the bootlegs.
Oh man, I forgot about them days. Them some helpful days.
Hey,
too.
there was the times, man. You know?
And so like doing it, like also you're into clothing. You're also into that too. So like was the idea for having your own brand, designing some of your own stuff, was that also something that came at you at an early age too?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did.
Now give me an idea, what's something that you probably can remember that you seen like at the age when you was like music and clothes, put it together, have my own brand, my own music. Like what was maybe an inspiration or you know, just something like, you know, not even to mention, like say for instance how Bad Boy was. You know, they had clothing, they had the music, they was in the magazines, but not just them, because it was plenty of others.
Right.
What's one of them maybe that you probably seen out there that maybe that it was might be one that people probably slept on. You know,
Yeah.
like people don't understand this was
Right.
something to you. What's something like that you probably can remember for you?
Rockaway.
Rockaway.
And I remember when, like I said, I was a huge fan of, 50. They had the G Unit, you know what I'm saying, sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
You had the S dots, you know what I'm saying? And,
Yep.
So, those artists, from them to branch off from music and do clothing, it definitely inspired me.
Yes. Now, and what do you think is the misconception? Some people don't understand that as far as the work part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got the dream, now you got to get to the goal.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that you already understand the fact of, it's gonna be some hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some rejection. It's gonna be but it's always a comeback. Yeah. Have you ran into something like that? Like, have you already been faced with some of those type of obstacles?
Most definitely.
What are some of them, if you don't mind talking about?
Yeah. You have the adversity of people not quite understanding what you're doing, or they thinking you're trying to make a quick dollar, but they don't understand you're really passionate about what you're doing. When it comes to music or when it comes to clothing, I'm very passionate about it. So dealing with that, the paperwork involved with owning a brand, you have taxation you have to pay attention to. You have annual taxes, you have license fees, and all sorts of other obstacles in your way. So those are just a few of the things that I had to face, with doing what I do.
And as far as like your music and stuff like that, are you independent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you plan on staying independent?
Yeah. That's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Staying independent as long as I can. When you think of the artists like Master P, and even I don't know his situation completely, Young Dolph and Nipsey Hussle, all these various artists, that pretty much kept it independent.
Mm-hmm.
It's liberating,
Mm-hmm.
to not be controlled by a label or a business.
True. True.
So it's definitely difficult going independent, but the reward is satisfying.
Okay. And when it comes to your music that you make, you write, you know what I'm saying? You more of a writer or freestyle? Get that out the way.
Like I said, I'm a fan of Jay and how he memorized his lyrics. So sometimes I try to memorize at least an 8, or sometimes I might write it like Nas. You know? So I guess both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as like the message you try to bring, or the style, or just the flow, like what is your style? You know what I'm saying? Like if me ask you, like what? Because I know I did it. I felt the lyricism.
Yeah.
I felt the substance.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? I felt the what's the word? Not the like, not trying to be perfect, but getting it right as good as you can. Like I said, the mix was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like to do how it done with the type of voice that you got, and to hear it, and it's like it's not overdoing, it's not underdoing. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's your idea of a good track for you?
It's definitely well thought out and perfection to the best of your ability. I think sometimes you have to. In the beginning stages of me making music, I was rough around the edges.
Okay.
Where perfection was a thing. But at the same time, it was me developing as an artist, so straight up and down, I'm just a man, and I feel like straight up and down, I'm just a human, so every human can relate to the things that I talk about in the music, so that's how I try to keep it too. I don't try to be, too out the way. I try to keep it as real as I possibly can on a song, you know. And like I said, to describe my music, it would, like I said, definitely be just life experiences, you know. And that might sound cliche, or you know, a lot of artists might say that, but I try to keep it fundamental, you know, to the basics.
Okay.
And you know, I like to talk about various things. I like to talk about dressing up, because you know, we dress up. I like to talk about, you know, going through adversity, because we all go through adversity. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk about relationships with women, you know, because we all have been in love at some particular time. Or I like to talk about relationships going bad. You know, it's just various things as an artist that I feel like people can relate to. And then it's like, as an artist, I like to say the things people can't put into words, but when they hear the song, they say, that's what I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how I was feeling. He said it in this song.
True. Okay.
So that's what I aim for.
Okay. And as far as when it comes to like the collaborations and, you know, us in this area coming together, you know, and, you know, bigging each other up. Sometimes they get hard. Lots of times they get hard. In your opinion or fact, you know what I'm saying, your words, what do you feel, or what do you think could be a problem of why artists in the same area can't come together and big up their area? And it's more of like a death race. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why can't we, you know, it's some that can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's more that can't. And it's like, why is it like that? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be in one hoods, cities. Sometimes it be kind of stressed out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the worst part about it is, like, you might be cool with friends with two sides. Yeah. It's like, yo, you thinking to yourself, that could be the hit.
It could.
But because of
whatever reason, yeah,
can't come together.
Yeah.
And there the bridge is getting old and dusty because they won't come together to meet. You know what I'm saying? So like, if there's ever something like that you've been a part of or seen or been around, what do you feel like stuff like that stems from?
I think, like I said, it's I think some of it can be, you know, just not developing. I think a lot of infrastructure is not set. I think a lot of ego can sometimes be involved.
Yeah.
You know, when you get ego out the way, you're able to really work and create the best art. You know, whatever it means, you creating art, you're able to do it when the ego is out of the room. So I think that's the biggest challenge, getting over the egos, and, you know, like, who trying to be this and who trying to be that. You know, it's all about the music. You know, it's all about the art, you know, rather than I'm better than this or better than that. You know, we should be challenging ourselves. We should be trying to better ourselves rather than be better than other people. So,
yes.
I mean, some people, you know, they have their own understanding of, you know, because some people, they want competition. They want to, you know, because it challenges them. But for the most part, I feel like I'm in competition with myself. I can't worry about the outside sources. And if I can meet another individual that doesn't have any ego and I don't have any ego, we can make some money, we can make some art, you know, make some classics.
Yeah.
We can be a team, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the thing, I think, with Alabama in particular. You know, I think we need to, like, develop more infrastructure and let go of the ego, you know what I'm saying? Because it's various other places that are networking and working together, and there's no ego involved.
Right.
We all got the same goal, you know what I'm saying? We all trying to feed our families. Why do we have ego? You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no need for it.
Yeah.
I don't think I asked like what part of town you was from, like your travel history. You know what I'm saying? Because you got a military background too, right?
Yeah.
So like, before we get into the gear, like, you know what I'm saying? Did you have to do a lot of traveling? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, as far as like born and raised, was you born and raised in Alabama?
Yeah.
Or? Okay. What part?
I was Decatur.
Decatur? Oh, that's for real? Okay. So, after that, like once you start getting older, I guess, like, did you always, like, how did you move? Like, was you from Decatur, Huntsville, or out of state, or?
Pretty much that way. You know, various places. You know, I like to say, especially with being in the military at one particular time, I like to say I'm from the U.S. as a whole, but I was born and raised in Decatur.
Okay.
And like we stayed in various places, from Indiana, from Memphis, from all these various places. But Decatur, I've been here a good portion of my life. So in terms of traveling in the military, I've been overseas to South Korea, and different places in the United States. Colorado, South Carolina, Seattle, Texas, Virginia.
Long stays, or just whatever that was on schedule?
Pretty much Colorado long stay, Virginia pretty long stay, South Carolina long stay.
Is it rough, like when it's just regarding the long stays?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it rough, like when you have to leave?
Yeah, it's not easy, especially when you have, some people, they might have children and families, or, you got relatives, but like me doing a whole year in South Korea, that was a pretty long stay. So that's a whole year I was away from my family. So it's definitely challenging,
Oh, okay. So that's how people have families sometimes in other states.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like, okay. That's fine, because like I know that's rough also, just having to move, because when you move, it's like you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start a new life, learn a whole new lingo, all that, but also learning what you never seen before.
Yeah, the environment.
Okay.